Hi, I'm Pun, and I'm one of the co-founders of Conduit. Workflows are the next level of automation. It allows AI agents to do more than answer questions over text and voice, but also execute complex multi-step workflows, like syncing to external systems, extracting information, and also orchestrating multi-party conversation, all without having to write a single line of code. You can go to Workflows and create a new workflow. You can let AI build you a workflow using natural language or start a workflow from scratch. Once you're inside a workflow, we have a variety of different nodes that you can choose from. Each workflow starts with a trigger, and triggers are defined by the systems that you connect. They are event-based and can originate from a Conduit event or an event from one of your external systems. Going into an example workflow, you can see that there is a trigger. Each trigger will have a description and can have different configurations that you are able to adjust to control when this trigger is executed. Following a trigger are actions. Actions can either be conversational or interacting with Conduit objects and primitives. To use AI in your workflows, we have 4 main AI actions. Sending an AI message will allow you to select a predefined contact or dynamically select the contact based on contact interactions in the workflow in previous nodes. Conduit is omnichannel, so you're able to either use the last message channel or use specific channels like email, SMS, or WhatsApp. Agent injection allows you to give instructions to your AI agents to extract information or achieve a certain goal within a conversation. Agent injection phone is the phone version of our agent injection. You can give this phone agent a goal as well as context so that they are able to achieve this goal. The style of the AI agents is how it would respond to customers. You can also outline task steps to make sure that your AI handles each request in a very specific way. The agent injection phone is able to handle and extract information from the phone call by entering the fields and what the field is used for. In phone call agents, you can leave a voicemail in case your customer misses it. And if the customer requests to speak to a person, you can enter a phone number that the agent will transfer to through either a warm or cold transfer. Workflows can be divided into 3 primary categories: proactive workflows, notification workflows, and triaging workflows. Proactive workflows are what you might imagine as proactive actions that you want your customer to take. Let's ground this in an example in hospitality. For instance, if you want to sell a gap night, which is a gap between 2 reservations that another customer will likely not book, you can create a workflow that will be triggered 3 days before the guest checks in. 3 days before, we can have a node that checks internally for calendar availability to see if there is a gap night available. If there is a gap night, we can send a message to the guest notifying them that a gap night is available and offer an upsell for that additional night. After we receive a response from the guest, our AI agent can notify your internal team that the guest has accepted the gap night, meaning we should proactively process the payment or dispatch relevant resources like cleaners ahead of time. This is helpful for being proactive with your guests, as well as allowing you to increase revenue by offering extra services based on these event triggers. Or a notification workflow. These are workflows you can use to notify your team based on different triggers. Finally, we have triaging workflows. Triaging workflows are multi-party conversational orchestrations. That's a mouthful, but let's take an example. Let's say a guest is having an issue with their coffee machine in their hotel room. We may have a procedure that describes basic troubleshooting tips that we can respond back to the guest with. However, if they still have issues after that troubleshooting, we may want to contact a team member and loop them into the conversation. What our AI agent would do is call that workflow to contact the team member either through a voice call or through a text message. Depending on the response through voice or text, we can sum up the information from that team member, whether it's extra troubleshooting techniques or that team member will be dispatched to the hotel room and respond with that information back to the guests. At Conduit, we want you to be a builder. As you shift from execution to strategy, we want you to spot these potential workflows so that you can design, build, and iterate on them to scale yourself and your work.